YouTube, how's it going? The GOAT House is back with some more 2019 NFL record predictions. This video is for the San Francisco 49ers. We're going through every single team. In fact, we did every single team except for the Niners and the Cardinals. So that's the last to do. Then I will predict playoffs, Super Bowl, and plenty more to come from the GOAT House here. At this point in these videos, I like to kind of break down my thoughts on the team. So the Niners, another tricky team to predict because on paper, I think a pretty good team on paper. Pretty complete team for the most part. I think they have a hole at safety, honestly. That's their weak spot. But the main thing is staying healthy. We talk about this with a lot of teams, but last year they were so beat up. And, it could happen again. You can question that. You could have some concerns. But I think a team that definitely can get to the playoffs, it's just there's so many good teams, especially in the NFC, that it could be tough. You just have to stay healthy. The offensive line looks good, but real beat up last year. That's where McGlinchey really stood out to me, is because he had to fill multiple positions on the offensive line because of the injuries. So that's why he was pretty impressive. I'm looking forward to watching Jerick McKinnon in this offense, along with Tevin Coleman and the other running backs. The receiver group got better in the draft. How much of an impact to make right away. Garoppolo is somewhat of the question for me. To me, he's not proven yet. Maybe that's me. I know Niners fans will disagree with me and not like me for that one, but I don't think he's proven, and he needs to stay healthy. He's a solid quarterback. That's kind of what I view him as if he's healthy. Defensively, like I said, there's a gap at safety. I like their corners. They got to stay healthy as well. I'm a big Witherspoon fan. Ahkello Witherspoon, I was high on him out of Colorado. I think he's got tons of upside. I think he's a very good corner. So I'm looking forward to watching him. Maybe Jason Verrett can stay healthy. And then their linebacker unit obviously got better. And their pass rush could be scary. People are concerned, can Dee Ford do the same thing? I don't see why not. Him with Nick Bosa, that could be pretty scary. I wish they got Buckner obviously too, but I wish they would slide Solomon Thomas inside. He can help there. We'll see. But they have talent, just staying healthy. The quarterback needs to execute. We'll see what I have them going here. 20K is our subscriber goal. Please subscribe to our channel. We have daily sports videos. Clicking that like button we much appreciate as well. Checking out our Twitter where we answer questions and have polls for you guys, making you guys answer who will win this division, who's the best player here, there. We'll do all kinds of NFL stuff like that. And we also cover the NBA draft as well. So subscription would be much appreciated. Moving on to the Niners schedule and record predictions here. Versus the Bucks. This is getting a little easier as long as I keep my picks, because I did pretty much every team. I'm sticking with my pick. I actually picked the Buccaneers in week one. I think the Niners are better. I think the Niners are better. Seems like the Buccaneers always show out in week one. I do think the Niners are better, but week one, like I say all the time, random things happen in week one. It tells us nothing. People overreact. So I'm picking the Bucs, and they're kind of a gut feeling. Another team that seems to be good in the beginning of the year, and they're also away against, is the Bengals. I think it's going to be a shootout, and I picked the Bengals. This is a rough start. Even though these two teams aren't really considered good, this is not really where you want to play them. If you're playing them back here, I'd pick the Niners. And against the Steelers, to me, I think the Steelers are the better team. So that's a rough start at 0-3. I just think the Steelers are the better team. The Niners defense could cause some turnovers here and could be the difference, but gut feeling tells me the Steelers. I'll pick the Niners on Monday night against the Browns, and the Browns are definitely good. A little bit overhyped. Monday night in San Francisco will be tough. Only their second home game. They start with 2 away games, pretty rough, but they definitely get one here. I like the Rams at home against the Niners there. The Niners could possibly get another one on the Rams here. The Redskins, I think, are a pretty darn good team. It depends on who's at quarterback, but I mentioned multiple times, I don't think the quarterback, no matter who it is, will take them out of games. They could be game manager. The difference is where this game's at for me. So I do like the Redskins. I do like the Niners against the Panthers, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. So right off the bat there, we get 3 more wins in a row. So it's a rough start. I actually had them at 1-5, which kind of is hard to see looking at this team on paper, but that's not what it's about. That's definitely not what it's about. It's all about game by game, week by week, and it's a tough start of the schedule, even though it's Bucs and Bengals. Those are actually tough opponents there, especially away. But I think they get going here, as long as they're healthy. And then against the Cardinals there, I like them again. Cardinals could be tricky, like I've mentioned multiple times in this video, because of the game planning against Kingsbury and the Kyler Murray offense. I like the Packers against the Niners, though. That could be a good one. Could go either way in San Francisco. I think the Ravens' defense is too good for them there. The Niners struggle to score points in that one. Niners-Saints, it's a very tough schedule. I like the Saints in this one. Shanahan versus the Falcons. I do like the Niners getting that one there. And then I think they'll get one on the Rams. And then the Seahawks, Niners, I think they'll split there. So I only have them winning 7 games because of the tough schedule. Honestly, you can look at them on paper and definitely say they're better than the 7-win team. But there's some concerns for me about staying healthy. At safety group, I think is pretty bad. In the offensive line, it's kind of hard to see it staying healthy, and it's not the greatest offensive line. It's solid. And then Garoppolo, I'm just not sold on Garoppolo yet. He needs to prove much more for me. Maybe that's just me. That's kind of how I've been the last few years. Even when he's on the Patriots stepping in, I think people are just overreacting at times. So we'll see. He's definitely a solid quarterback. Definitely without a doubt, a starting quarterback. So I'm not trying to say he shouldn't be their quarterback or anything, but and they're definitely capable of being a playoff team. No doubt. They're definitely capable of it. It's a tough schedule. So we start at the top. They're better than both these teams. So if they just come away with 2 of these wins right away, just like that, it goes to 9-7. Other games they can win. That pretty much can go either ways. The Niners, but they could lose to the Browns here. They can lose one to the Thursday night in Arizona. They can definitely lose. So it's a tough schedule. It's definitely a tough schedule. So I had 7-9 original feeling. But again, the other Goat House guys I'm going to get them together in the very near future. They're going to make their predictions. So if you don't agree with me, you're bound to agree with one of those guys, maybe multiple of them. So it's good to get another perspective. We got multiple guys here covering the NFL. So can't wait to do that. And plenty on the channel, plenty more to come very soon. Tomorrow, actually, I'll predict the playoffs and a Super Bowl winner. So can't wait to do all that. Plenty more to come. We got videos Monday through Saturday throughout the NFL season too. Sundays for football, for watching football. But we cover it in the off season, in season. We got you covered. Please subscribe. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks, everyone, for the support. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.